So we haven't done this little segment in a while, but it's time for us to make a, PSA. We came up with lots of essay names during the break, which I don't know whether or not we should share.
Well, we had TBSA.
TBS.
Two Brunettes Service
Announcement.
Yep.
RIUPSA.
Yeah, I don't know if the radio wants to be associated with this service announcement.
And then Aaron said STI PSA.
Yes.
But it's not, it's
actually, it could be relevant. Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know what the heck
you
you're
don't know what
talking
it is.
about.
Celeste and I know what it is. But, like the last time we did this conversation, it was when we found out the really interesting fact that we were very surprised about, that we didn't realise that if you see, and if you haven't heard that one because you weren't listening, shame on you, what we were talking about was the shoes that you see over the power lines. You know, you see a pair of shoes with the laces tied together thrown over the power lines. Yep. Usually means that there's a house close by that is
a drug house.
You can buy some drugs.
Where you can, get your kicks.
Yeah.
Right? And so we made that PSA in our last one. But we have another one that we found out a little while ago. And so we thought, you know what, we haven't shared that yet to everyone. And I think everyone needs to know this because I don't know if anybody's come across this. Okay. Mind you, I've never come across it before.
Okay.
Maybe I just haven't been looking. I don't know. But maybe now that we say
I don't think I've ever been looking. Yeah.
Now
I wonder. Now I'm going to go into everyone's home looking at it.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds really weird.
Okay, so
what is this one? All right.
So when you go into like somebody's house or an environment or something like that, like usually I would say in this context it's somebody's house.
Okay.
Yeah, even in the front yard, they like on the porch or in the front yard, it might be in their house. Some people even say like in their shopping trolley.
In their shopping trolley as well. We have heard that that's a thing as well, although then that can also apparently mean something different because there was a whole movement about it, which we'll talk later. But anyway, generally speaking, if you randomly see somebody with a pineapple upside down somewhere, do you have any idea what that might mean?
They're a fruit.
Yeah, well, it's a good guess, but no, that's not what it means.
They're a bottom fruit. No, I would have no...
Any idea? So you've never heard of it before?
No, I know what pineapple's good for, but no, I have no idea.
Again, accurate.
Kind of works. Yeah.
All right, here you go.
Okay.
This is what it means if you see somebody or somebody walking around or somewhere with a pineapple upside down. In certain social circles, particularly within the swinging or open relationship community, an upside-down pineapple is a symbol that someone is interested or open to partner swapping.
Oh!
Who knew that?
Wow!
It says this symbol has become particularly popular in online spaces and on cruises, where couples may display upside-down pineapples on their cabin doors to signal their interest. Essentially, it's a discreet way for couples to identify themselves to others who are also interested in this lifestyle.
Can I just say, if I saw an upside-down pineapple, I wouldn't think that's very discreet. Like, it seems pretty obvious now that you know.
If you didn't know.
Sorry, but is there anything about, like, what it's supposed to represent? Because, like, I guess if we're looking at an upside-down pineapple, you've got the base with, what do they call that? The base of the pineapple.
The pineapple.
The actual pineapple.
The actual fruit.
The actual fruit.
The
fruit is upright. And then on the bottom you've got the leaves.
No, the leaves are on the top.
That's what I mean, but if it's upside down...
Oh.
Like, if it's upside down, the pineapple's at the top and the leaves are on the bottom. Is that correct?
Yes. Well, there would only be one way to have an upside-down pineapple, and I believe that would be it.
Yeah. So, I mean, is it supposed to represent... I don't know.
Well, look, firstly, I don't know...
Looking for another person?
A spiky situation? Perhaps this could get spiky?
I haven't done any extensive research into the origins of the pineapple being upside down, so I can't give you a history lesson in that.
I also wonder how many people learning this now, just now maybe sitting at their kitchen table having dinner, look at their fruit bowl and go, Jesus, I threw my pineapple in there and it's upside down. How many people have walked into my house and thought,
awkward.
Geez, okay, I didn't know that, Rob and Sarah did this.
Rob and Sarah want me for a rendezvous with their upside down pineapple.
It does say that it is important to note that the meaning of this is not universal, and some people may just simply like the aesthetic of an upside down pineapple.
So what else is there?
I don't trust those people.
What about an upside down celery?
Or people might be unaware of its hidden meaning. But there was also a trend when I looked it up. Apparently in Sweden a couple of years ago, there was a trend where younger generations were walking around with upside-down pineapples in their shopping trolleys to signify that they were interested in dating, because people get sick of using the apps. So they started this movement where people were walking around with... But apparently here in Australia, if somebody's walking around with an upside-down pineapple in their trolley, a couple is walking around with it, then you know what it's about.
Well, yeah, because I guess with the trolley, what if the person's by themselves? What does that mean? That means that they're just open to dating. I don't know. It could be. It's very confusing. Or it also could mean that they just put a pineapple in their trolley and now we're labelling them.
Could you imagine you accidentally tip a pineapple upside down in your trolley, and the next minute you got two people coming up to you going, "Where do you want to meet?" So you're like, "What the going on here?"
I guess the PSA here is check your fruit bowls. Check your fruit bowls.
Fruit bowls.
Hang on a minute.
I think somebody wants them.
No, they're still there.
Hey everyone, it's Deanna, Celeste and Aaron here, or as you know us, your Two Brunettes and A Gay.
Join the weekend happy hour at a new day and time every Saturday at 11 a.m.
So pour your mimosa for the most fabulous bottomless brunch in town.
Only on Saturdays at 87.6 FM, Radio Italia Uno.